when I was 3, the family moved south to Philadelphia because of the wonderful stock market in 1929. My father was able to retire, and Philadelphia was where my mother's father had brought 8 orphan kids from Russia to find freedom in the United States. I was a sophomore in high school, and I found out that the high school that my father said was just that way across the reservoir had 12,000 boys and no girls, which is a very intelligent learning experience. On graduation from high school, I went to Cornell University, studying civil engineering. Had a slight interruption as a seaman first class in the Navy, and then going back to Cornell to finish up my degree.
Did you serve in World War II?
Oh, yes, during World War II.
You were in the Navy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got my degree as a Bachelor of Civil Engineering degree. I went to work for a small consultant in northern New Jersey, working on storm sewer projects, working on a naval ammunition depot, working on some of the housing developments that the consultant managed to get the engineering contracts on. And then consultant had a son that he was hoping would go to Cornell, get admitted, and on taking the lad up to Ithaca, spoke to the chairman of the civil engineering department, and he said, well, you need to work for a big consultant for a year or so. And he gave me the name of a friend at Parsons Brinkerhoff in New York City, and I worked there for several years. Took a summer off and went to Paris, France.
Wow.
And that's where Elizabeth and I met. She was looking for somebody that could speak English and some French, because she spoke English but no French. And a fraternity brother that went over to Europe with me, and I filled that bill, so that's where we met. Anyway, we came to Texas, got a job with the Texas Highway Department, and it was a great experience. Most of our work, my work with the Highway Department, was here in the San Antonio area. And we worked on everything from freeways to farm-to-market roads. And I found out, in a certain sense, I learned more about civil engineering, supervising construction, than maybe I learned in college.
Wow.
When I started, we started as a resident designer, and then after we got our license, we got to be known as a design engineer. And we started out, or I started out, and a group of us started out doing design in the Bexar County Residency Office.
Now, when you were at Cornell, did you get involved with the civil engineering branch there?
Actually, that's where I joined ASCE. I joined the student chapter, and in a certain sense that tells us a lot about what we see in ASCE, because most of the civil engineering faculty were not only members of ASCE, but they were at the ASCE meetings there.
Yeah.
And you felt that that this is what civil engineers did. It was a professional society, and after you graduated, you were going to be a member of this profession. Those national meetings were very good.
Oh, yeah.
And again, something like the TRB, you would meet people from all over the world coming there.
Oh, yeah.
And that was great.
So did y'all do some of the early research on those expensive plays?
we did a lot of research on it, and the papers led us to being named to a Transportation Research Board committee dealing with basically soils. Raymond Stotzer, an A&M graduate who became district engineer here, was very enthusiastic about ASCE. And he became president of the San Antonio branch, and he let the engineers in the district know that they were expected to be ASCE members.
Yeah.
Actually, a district engineer here that preceded him, F.N. Davis, was very active in ASCE. And that was very good, I think, for ASCE in the San Antonio branch. And in fact, Raymond would frequently arrange the district's engineers meeting on the day preceding the evening meeting of the San Antonio branch. When I got elected, I got a handwritten note from John Fote Sr.
Wow.
saying how pleased he was that I had been elected, and that I will do anything I can to help you. And it would sound like something you're serving or something like that.
No, he was very nice.
He was an extraordinary man.
Oh, yeah. You think that by getting into civil engineering, people can really make a contribution?
No question in my mind about that. They can make a tremendous contribution. And the discipline of working through the university experience, studying civil engineering, is something that will benefit them throughout their life. I think civil engineering is a tremendous force in whether we're going to move forward as a country in the world, or we're going to slip back into a third world status.